And what would you recommend? Like, are there more like a summery fragrances or winter ones, or is it like whatever, you know?
Yeah, no, I would definitely say, for example, the new 3M+, I mean, M+ Ginger is definitely a summer fragrance because of the enormous freshness of the ginger. M+ Black Tea is, I mean, for tea lovers, and it's a little more on the feminine side, maybe?
Maybe, yeah, exactly.
But
it's not
unisex.
Like, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and M+ Guaiac I would definitely see more for autumn and winter, because it has this slightly smoky warmth in the guaiac wood, which does that. But yeah, I mean, I think, for example, Escentric-02 is definitely the freshest fragrance we have done.
Exactly, and then the Escentric-05 and Molecule 05 is obviously, it's been inspired by the Mediterranean.
That's right,
yeah?
Absolutely correct. I will not forget the moment when I was going over this old Roman cobblestone on the hill near to the coast, and by all of a sudden it smelled like Cashmeran.
Oh.
I was going nuts. I couldn't believe it, as if somebody had sprayed Cashmeran to one of these old walls which were there.
Which was not the case.
Which is not the case. So, but something obviously for that moment decided to have this pininess Cashmeran has, plus other woody notes, and a bit of a creamy musk. So exactly like Cashmeran is. And further on that cobblestone path, you know, there was some rosemary, there was a fig tree, there was sort of citrus in the air, because my neighbor there, he makes orange juice for all the wanderers who are coming up the path. So there was this fragrance, but all of a sudden in my head, of these summer notes of this very particular moment on this path. And I just then later, I wrote a few notes down and put it together, and out came kind of like a different summer fragrance. Without the usual sea notes and marine aspects and all these chemical, ozonic, yuck notes.
Cool water stuff.
Well, I mean, cool water is a different story, but then in the 90s came up this marine thing, which people or marketing was good enough to push that into the world and to sell that as the must thing.
Yeah, and you always wanted to be different.
Yeah,
so,
I just never really bought into these marine notes there were, because they all smell so artificial. And I think other than l'Odyssée pour Homme, which was very well executed with a lot of these sea notes in it, I have very rarely smelled something where I'd go, yeah, that smells great. So cologne and all these watery notes,
exactly.
Yeah, they don't do it for me.
Yeah.
I find them rather vile.
I'm very happy you don't like them.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah. So, we have, I mean, each eccentric fragrance has a story. The story of 01 is the perfect sensual fragrance, which I wore myself.
You know,
it's warm, it's like cozy, it's sexy, it's creamy.
It's like sex in a bottle, you know?
Without the sweetness all these floral notes and stuff. Escentric-geur is the freshest fragrance I can imagine.
It's like sundowner at the sea for me, you know, in a way.
Yeah, with lots of amboxan, so you get a little bit of a marine aspect, but the best part of it. Escentric-03 is the roots story of orris, ginger and vetiver.
It's very sophisticated.
Yeah. I think so too, just because of the vetiver. It's very, not gentleman-like, but it's a very sophisticated, woody altogether with these other root elements.
I know a lot of women who wear Escentric-03 actually,
cool.
I think in the market in Northern Europe especially, you know, we are a bit not like more emancipated, but perhaps our taste is a bit less sweet and floral.
Right.
So yes,
good.
Yeah, I know a lot of women who love to wear Escentric-03.
Cool.
Because it's different.
Yes.
You know, it's not what a man would expect a woman smell like. So it's very surprising.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And then the
Voor is, that was like, because it's based on javanol, which is a super powerful sandalwood chemical. I tried to, and javanol itself has 3 aspects for me. So when you smell the chemical on its own, there's a little bit of a grapefruit note on top, and it also has something rosy to me, plus the big base of the sandalwood note. So grapefruit, rose, sandalwood, that dictated the fragrance. So I made a big grapefruit fresh top note with a rosy heart and a big
the
sandalwood.
The first time you took actually a floral in Escentric molecules, in a way.
I mean, some of the others have floral aspects, but I wouldn't say it has a big jasmine or a big rose.
No.
But yeah, Voor has this rose part next to the sandalwood and the grapefruit. So it kind of, I twisted it into I would say, a modern Oriental almost. Very little sweetness, unlike most Orientals. They're full of sweet and powders and stuff. But I thought that's actually how I see kind of like a modern Oriental fragrance, because it has lots of freshness, it's light, it's transparent, and it's ambery and woody as well. So, and the last one, Escentric-geur, as I have already explained, is my version of a modern summer fragrance.
Summer in a bottle.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It's so light-hearted, and so it makes you feel. It's feel-good fragrance. I
can see that. Yeah.
And then coming back to Escentric-geur, I think to me it's like a little bit of a badass fragrance. You know, when you want to be really like make a statement.
Yeah.
That's Escentric-geur for me.
Yeah.